Imagine like your friend being gone. Like,
Hey y'all, it's Zier, and this is Gwyneth's World.
Hey, 2-300 beats going crazy.
what's up, y'all? It's your girl Gwenny Gwen back again with another video for you. Before we get into this video, you guys already know what to do. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. So, finally back with another story time. Today's story time is very personal, I guess you can say. This incident happened a while ago, and even though I haven't talked about it to anyone, I still think about it a lot. This story time is about the time that I thought my friend committed suicide. So, bear with me, because I have, like I said, I don't talk about this story, so it kind of traumatized me, but it was a trauma that I didn't talk about. So this happened my senior year of high school. It was with a friend, and you know, it was around the time where it's real stressful, you know, like college and relationships and everything. Like, it's just a stressful period. And so I knew that stuff was stressful for my friend at home as well. And me and my friend, we were real cool. Like, we had been close since the day we met, pretty much. And I remember they would say stuff like, man, y'all ain't gotta be easier than this. You know, like little jokes, but you knew they were serious. So I know that my friend had been dealing with a lot of stuff, cause it's really hard saying my friend over and over again. Okay, hold on, let me come up with a name real quick, cause that's not gonna work.
An eternity later.
Coming up with a fake name is always the hardest. Robbie. So me and Robbie have been really cool for a while. So I knew all the personal stuff that they were going through, and I was going through stuff too. So we was both, you know, each other's anchor. And it was towards, like, I think towards the end of our senior year, and things just really were going out of control. Like, it was just stuff that kept happening that he couldn't control. And I, you know, tried to be the uplifting friend, but he was depressed. Robbie was depressed. I knew he was depressed. He had been depressed for a while, and he had been suicidal for a while. And I went to counseling in high school. It's the better insurance you get, you gotta go to a different type of counselor. I don't know. Long story short, he couldn't get counseling. So I would try to do things like sneak him into my sessions, and I don't talk, but just give him the chance to get out what he had to get out. Excuse me. Get out what he had to get out. And I worked like a few times, but we couldn't keep doing that. So I remember one day, Robbie wasn't answering his phone. It was like it was a school night. It wasn't even like a weekend or anything. Robbie wasn't answering his phone. And I remember asking his girlfriend, I was like, hey, have you talked to Robbie? And she was like, no. I would think that he would be with you. I haven't talked to him. He hasn't answered my phone calls or anything. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna text him again, you know, whatever. I think we had plans to go do something that day, I think. And at the time, that was like our transportation. So, Robbie wasn't answering. So time went on, and it went from where is he to is he okay, you know? So he was never the type of person that was gonna go a whole day without talking to you. That's just not something that we did. So I'm like, okay. So I went to the girlfriend's house. I took my mom's car. I didn't have a car at the time. So I took my mom's car. And sorry y'all. To my mom's car and drove to the girlfriend's house. And we were sitting in my car and we were like, so what are we gonna do? Like, cause she knew what was going on too. So we were like, so what are we gonna do? Like, this isn't like him. Like, I don't want to overthink. We both were like really big overthinkers. So we're not gonna overthink this, but like, what are we gonna do? So I was like, I mean, we could just go over there, you know, like we could just go see why he's not answering the phone. So we sitting in front of her house for like 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure out, first of all, the lie I'm going to for why I took the car. 2, where we're gonna go bust into this person's house, and 3, what we're gonna do if what we thought happened actually happened, you know? So we were both like going crazy, like just my ideas. I'm like, forget it, I'm just gonna go, we just gonna go. So it was around like 7, so it was like it was dark. And Robbie lived in a neighborhood that's kind of creepy at night. Like it's like in the cut. So it's all kind of animals and like, you know, YT people, and you just don't want to be in that area for too long outside if you don't gotta be. So we pulling up and we know that Robbie's mom is gone. Like we know she's at work, we know the schedule, so like, okay, she's not here, so we don't gotta deal with her. Like we don't, and you know, we don't gotta tell her what's going on because Robbie didn't talk to his family about the situation either. So I parked my car in the back and we're just sitting there nervous because like it's super dark. Our heart is beating. We're like, okay, what we gonna do first? What we gonna do first? So we keep calling. We sit in the car and call back to back. I kid y'all not. We called over 50 times. Over 50 times. I wish I had that same phone so I could show y'all. But over 50 times we called before we did anything. So okay, at this point we're kind of trespassing, but not really trespassing. So okay, so we went. We argued. Like, took a second to figure out who's gonna do what. So first we said, okay, let's check his car. You know, sometimes Robbie falls asleep. He falls asleep in a car, or he goes out and, you know, chill in the car. So the window was down. So like, okay, maybe he's in the car. He was not in the car. So she got back in my car, and I'm like, okay, heart beating. Like we're expecting the worst. Like we don't know what's going on. We just know that he's been going through a hard time. He's been saying some off the wall stuff, and he's not answering his phone. So okay, our heart is beating. And I'm like, we gotta go in the house. We gotta go in the house. So we're looking at the windows and we look upstairs first. And we saw a bedroom light was on, and we know that was Robbie's dad's room. So like, okay, maybe the dad's home, but his car's not here, but maybe the car parked in the garage or whatever. So we couldn't get into the garage. We didn't try to go into the garage because just in case our mom went off. And so, okay, we'll sit here for a while and see if we see any movement. So we were watching the window, see if dad was walking around or see if the TV was on or whatever. And so there wasn't. So we thought, okay, maybe the light is just on and he's not there. So we looked in Robbie's window and we saw the TV screen was on. But Robbie leaves the TV on all throughout the day anyway. So you would never think, oh, okay, he's in there. So, ooh, sorry, this story is making me emotional. So, so okay, the window's on. I mean, the TV's on. So I'm like, I'll boost you through the window, walk around, open the door for me, and we'll check together. And she's like, okay, cool. So we're tiptoeing because like he has his sensors, you know, where the if you step, y'all know, like when you step somewhere and the light come on, he had that. So we're like, okay, we gotta be careful. We can't be doing too much movement. We don't want the light to come on. Whatever. Yeah, we really on some robber stuff, y'all, like for real. So I'm like, okay. So heart beating, like scared, nervous, like we don't know what's gonna happen. So the window was unlocked. So we lit the window up, I boosted her through, and she did what we said, came right around the corner, opened the door, and I came in. So we like, it was a moment, like, you know, like when you expecting something and you don't know what's finna happen, because at this point we're trespassing on property. We just broke into this man's house. Like, we have good intent, but like, how do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just like our minds were everywhere. So we like, so I'm nervous. Like I'm whispering, I'm like, I'm so nervous. She's like, I'm nervous too. Like, you know, like my dog, your boyfriend, like possibly could be gone on the other side of this wall. Like we knew that he was in this certain room because he had a room that he hung out in. So I remember we was like, okay, on the count of 3, We're not gonna say anything. We're not gonna shake him. We're not gonna touch him. We're just gonna listen, you know. So we tiptoed into the corner, into the room, and we stopped. And we literally, at the same time, we just did like this. We heard, oh, we got a little. It's okay. And we dipped. Like, when I tell y'all, we heard that one snore, and it was like, I don't know, like, it was such a breath of relief to know, okay, he's asleep. He's not dead, he's asleep. Like, imagine, like, your friend being gone. Like, okay, 1 second. Yeah. So, thank God that he wasn't, but we really thought we had lost him. So, we get in the car, we like take off, like we're going back home. Like, I have a stolen car. I trespassed, broke into our home, he's alive, we gotta go. So we take off and we're like, just like, oh my God, that was crazy. That was the craziest thing I ever did. Like, just like, it's late. We sat outside before we went in the house for like an hour or so. So if we got there around 7, sat there until 8 something, took like 30 minutes to even get there. Like, it's like late. It's like 10:30, 11. Surprised that nobody had even called us during that time. Some kind of family that we have. But so yeah, so I said, okay, I took her back home. I went home, went to sleep, whatever. And I remember is during the time where I didn't know what was going on, I was just like, dang, like, all I could think about was the bad. Like, I had never lost anyone before. Like, I had never, everybody, thank God, everybody that, you know, I know and love and everything, most of my friends are still alive. So I never dealt with a close death before. So all I could think about was, dang, one time I didn't answer the phone, or dang, I hung up on him, dang, I yelled at him, dang, like all the bad things that you did. You don't even think about the good things, right? So I was just like going through it. So I remember after that incident, oh, mind y'all, he never knew we were there, right? Never got called. No trace. He didn't call and say, oh, I heard y'all last night. Like, nothing. He never knew we was there. So I remember the next day, we saw him again, and we were real awkward, because we was like, are we gonna tell him that we were there? Because he would never know if we don't tell him. But it's kind of weird, you know, to not tell him. So I thought we should just tell him. I remember we was like, okay, we need to talk to you. He's like, what's up? You know, still gloomy, still in the same state he was in before that night. So he's like, yeah, what's up? And I was just like, oh, we want to let you know that we were like really worried about you yesterday. And he was answering the phone. He never called us back. He never even called back, y'all. All those missed calls, all those missed texts, he didn't even reach back. It wasn't until we saw him again that, you know, we had to confront him. So we was just like, yeah, we kind of broke into your house last night, and we thought that you know, whatever. And he was just like he looked at us like, y'all did what? You know, like, how do you explain that? Like, how do you explain that? So he was like, okay, and brushed it off and walked away. Like, we ain't say what we just said. So I just know that, like, for like a month after that, I was always like, I was like always texting him. I was always answering the phone, overdoing it. Things that I was never doing before, or things that I used to do and had stopped doing. I started doing it again just because I felt guilty. Like, I realized how much I was like ignoring him and stuff at first, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt guilty. He's alive, you know, like, you have a chance to do this right, so do it right. And so I was like overdoing it or whatever, and after a while I stopped doing it because I could tell that he was, you know, okay. But that experience was one for the books, y'all. Me and Robbie don't really talk anymore, but even to this day, I still include him in my prayers. I'm still thinking about him, making sure he's okay, because I know I would ride for him. I know I would, you know, do whatever I had to do for him. But you can't say that for everybody in everybody's life. So I just hope he has somebody that, you know, has his back the way I had his back. That was a very scary night. And then I had to keep going with my life like it didn't happen. you know, like you get pretend like it didn't happen. You just gotta keep on smiling, keep on talking, keep being yourself. You know, ignore the fact that you thought that you was finna see your friend's dead body. Like, you know, like it was, I don't know, it's just, it did shake the way I think. You never know what people are going through. Always check on your people, make sure they're good. It ain't always about you. Check on your strong friends. And love them while they're here. Don't wait till it's too late. Even though he's still here, I'm not trying to say, you know, I'm talking like he did something. But like that's the point though. Love them while they're here. Don't wait until they're dead to show all that love. And yeah, that's really all I have to say on the matter of this conversation. Whew. But thank God he's alive. Thank God everybody's okay. And I guess it's the end of the video. So it was your girl Gwen and Gwen. I was back again, and now I'm out. Bye.